on 2020 My Team Career Mode. We are here in Sao Paulo for the Brazilian Grand Prix. I think this is Sao Paulo. Anyway, qualifying has just been completed. And while Albon was at mid-pack, which I'm happy to see, Bottas qualified second. And of course, if we look at the standings, if Bottas wins this race, he will close in a lot in the championship. And I qualified 14th. So, I'm going to have to really work on this. This start is going to be very, very crucial for me in terms of getting up through the field, trying to get into the points. Remember, I am, based on my calculations, if either Bottas or Albon win out the next two races, all I need to score are 6 points to secure the championship, which could equate to, one 7th place finish, or essentially if I finish 7th in this race, I clinch the championship. But based on where I'm starting, I don't know if that's likely or not. So I'm shooting for 8th or 9th place result, just to get points, and then going to Abu Dhabi, just needing again like 2 or 3 points. So yeah, there we go. And Carlos Sainz, fair play to him, he is on the pole.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
In terms of the weather, cloudy towards the end of the race, but I don't think we're going to see any rain. On the development front, we did have a little bit of movement, actually, as Ferrari jumped up over McLaren. And that accounts for, if you watched qualifying, that the Ferraris did pretty well. They were both in the top 10, so there's that. Now let us get ready to go for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his 3rd championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit, and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. And that gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Gasly, Lando Norris, and Verstappen, Albon, Leclerc, Schumacher, and Esteban Ocon, Kvyat, Giotto, Sergio Perez, and the owner driver, Matsushita, Stroll, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Kevin Magnussen, Russell, Calderon, De Vries, and Nicholas Latifi. Now,
Not gonna lie, I thought we might get an engine penalty or two, but I guess not.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Alright, pretty straightforward strategy. And again, we are on the dirtier side of the racetrack in terms of the start, but like I'm on the inside line going into turn 1.
Good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
I'll say that again, I'm on the inside going into turn 1, so that's honestly the position I'd rather be in, instead of having to cross over into second place, or into, from, not second place, from the outside to the inside.
Okay, our main competitors in this race are Perez and Matsushita. No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
This is going to be the start. It's going to be incredibly crucial to this championship fight. Of course, Carlos Sainz or Lewis Hamilton winning the race would help me out immensely too. Of course, my 2 or 3 point, or I guess 2 or 4 point scenario really only would apply if Bottas or Albon win the race. Carlos Sainz being on pole is very helpful to me in that regard. All right, we've got Perez, 2 AlphaTauris, Ocon, and Schumacher ahead of me to get into the points. So we'll see what we can do here on the start. Here we go. 5 red lights for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. Giotto, don't block me into turn 1. Ooh, we're gonna get up into P7. Yes, we are. What a start. What a start. We're up into P7. And who got into the lead? That is Valtteri Bottas, of course. So Bottas is in the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Pushing. Let's capitalize on that first lap.
Can we do anything with Verstappen here? Maybe. Dive bomb here. Got the job done. We're into P6. anything we can do about Lando North, or are we stuck here? No, we might be stuck here.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
As I do a quick mid-session save. So just update the situation. If the race were to end as it is now, I would clinch the championship because Bottas winning, even if he gets the fastest lap, he gets 26, and he was 44 back coming in. So we take it at 18, and then my 8 points would take it to. I take it to 26, so Bottas can still technically win the title potentially on a tie. I think if the tiebreaker goes to wins, I'm pretty sure I would have it. It would just be easier if Bottas did not get the fastest lap of the race.
Okay, battery's looking good. You can use overtake to get past. Is 2.5 seconds. teammate by 1.9 seconds.
Hamilton's dropped down to P5.
Hamilton is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 4.6 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:10.4. We're slower by 9/10 a lap. Our gap to the car in front is 5.3 seconds.
Really hoping that Carlos Sainz can take the fight to Bottas.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Copy that.
Oh man. My car, I think it caught the catch fence there. Or I think it must have rode the top of Verstappen's car. Yeah, Verstappen basically plowed underneath my car.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Understood, copy that. Use your overtake button more, it's time to utilize some of this energy.
Leclerc, the big dive bomb. Leclerc managed to overtake Verstappen.
teammate behind is 1.9 seconds. We're sat in 6th, Hamilton ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 8.1 seconds. They're on old softs. Leclerc behind. The gap is less than a second. They're on old softs. The distance to the leader is 14.4 seconds. Your pit window will open in 7 laps time. 27 laps to go. Gap to car in front is 8.9 seconds.
Here is going to be when those leaders pit.
To the car ahead is 11.1 seconds. Okay, we have a gap of around 10 seconds until you reach the next car. teammate by 1.8 seconds. We expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
First pit stop's going to be very crucial in determining how many points I end up scoring here.
You'll be on the mediums.
Tire wear on the softs still looking pretty good. Not too worrisome. We got our first taker into the pits, one of the Alfa Romeos. Still waiting to see if anybody out front decides to pit. I could see myself hitting now. The situation presents itself. Didn't get the best run through that corner. Carlos Sainz comes in, so I think that's a sign that I can probably come in myself. And Hamilton's in.
Understood, stopping this lap. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
Follows me into the pits.
Mick in the pits. Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Release, release. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Meanwhile, watching the battle for the lead here. And I think Sainz is going to get the successful undercut on Valtteri Bottas. And Carlos Sainz is going to jump into the race lead.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Just going to beat out Verstappen to hold on to 6th place. Phew!
Our gap to the car in front is 14.4 seconds.
Okay, so the pit stop sequence is what I was most worried about. And it came out well, and I'm sitting in 6th place still, which it was going to be close, but I pulled it off right. So now I just have to worry about maintaining my position and finishing exactly where I am, and hope that Carlos Sainz can hold off Valtteri Bottas, which will mean that I will win this championship if that all happens.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
And again, Carlos Sainz sets the fastest lap of the race. Now again, I should reiterate the situation here. So Valtteri Bottas and Alexander Albon were 44 points behind me coming into this race. And for me to clinch the championship,
Gap
if
to teammate behind is 8.3 seconds.
If Bottas wins the race and gets the fastest lap point, he gets 26 points. And that would take him down to 18 points behind me. But then if I stay where I am and I finish 6th, I get 8 points, which would take it back up to 26, which would basically mean that all I would need to do in Abu Dhabi is score 1 point, just one, and I would win the championship. Because even if Bottas won that race, he got 26 points,
We've got a lot of spare energy.
I would win the
Use your
title by 1
overtake
point
button.
anyway, and it wouldn't matter. Now, if Bottas were not to get the fastest lap of the race, and he won the race, I would win the championship here outright. Now again, I'm not entirely clear on what the tiebreaker would be in a scenario where the championship leaders tied for first place in the championship. I'm guessing it would go to number of race wins. I don't know if that's the actual rule. That's just a guess on my part. But regardless, Bottas not being in the lead right now secures me the Drivers' Championship without question. Bottas and Albon, in order to secure the title, well, I shouldn't say that because I could have finished outside the points. I think still keen on me, but essentially in order to get within 25 points, both of them would have needed to score. So if I scored no points, 20 points would get the
gap ahead is 16.2 seconds.
If I scored 0 points, they would need 20 points to take them from 44 to 24. So essentially, if they finished second and got the fastest lap of the race, as Verstappen tries to ballsy move down to the inside turn 1, it's not going to work out for him. They finished second and got the fastest lap. They got 19 points. That would take them to 25 exactly. But it doesn't matter anymore now because Pierre Gasly has overtaken Bottas and has vaulted into second place. So now my odds of clinching the championship are even better because Bottas has dropped to 3rd place. His tires must really not be working for him right now. And if he doesn't watch out, he's going to be in the clutches of Lando Norris before too long. Yeah, something must be up with Bottas. He's got a mechanical problem or his tires aren't working for him very well. Because Gasly is pulling away. Whoops. As I was saying, Pierre Gasly was pulling away, and he was falling into the clutches of Lando Norris. Albon making a move on the outside. Not gonna work for him. Car's in good shape. Norris is right on the gearbox of Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri, I'm pretty sure, at this point is out of the DRS range of Gasly. So, and speaking of Gasly, he just hit the fastest lap of the race, and then Lando Norris hit the fastest lap because he's in the DRS range of Valtteri Bottas. Lando Norris about to overtake Valtteri Bottas, and he does just well. That's why I was wondering why Bottas was so slow, and turns out Mercedes have bungled the strategy.
20.9
because
seconds.
Bottas, if I check the race director, is the only driver inside the top 17 who switched onto the hard tires. So Mercedes have completely bungled this thing for Bottas. I mean, sure, Bottas might be able to come back at them later in the race, but he's effectively just given up the race win at this rate. Verstappen looking to make a move. Ah, annoying. Albon looking for a pass on Verstappen. And he's going to get the job done. So pause for a brief moment. check on something here. Okay.
The gap to the car ahead is 22.7 seconds.
Oh, really, Albon? Come on.
Check your MFD for a new...
Oh, man.
Okay, box. We're in... A new strategy is about... battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more. Our gap to the car in front is 24.4 seconds.
Oh, you and your exceeding track limits. I'll try better. There you go, that's better. Take 1 second to check on my dog for 1 moment. Alright, dog's doing good. Just thought I'd check in. Alright, we're back racing.
Okay, gap ahead is 24.4 seconds.
I think I knocked out part of Albon's range. Did.
gate clear. Safety car, no overtaking.
Will be getting a lead shoot to the finish after that contact with
Okay, slow down,
Albon.
slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
It really didn't matter for me at that point because Albon, Albon was behind me already, so. That can get pretty tricky if you run out of ERS down that long run to the finish line at the wrong point. Really proved to be a hindrance to your race. Matsushita's out of the session. I think he retired from an engine failure. Under the safety car period. Yeah, there he goes. Blows an engine under the safety car. So it's all falling apart here for Red Bull. Here we are, back to the rear of the front cars. Nicholas Latifi is a lap down at the moment. Another lap behind the safety car here. Should be going great this time. If we did, that means we would get the DRS back with 2 laps to go.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. The track is clear. Green flag.
By Lewis Hamilton to get into 5th place. Yes, Nicholas and TV struggled to let some people by. Trouble in the back.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Again. Three laps to go.
This pace is strong, but be aware your tyres need to go the distance. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
laps
the
to go.
stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. You've lost some time to the car behind.
See if Carlos Sainz can fend off Pierre Gasly here. Oh, Hamilton. Gasly have anything for Sainz? We'll find out momentarily as the white flag is out. We're on the final lap of the race. Coming up here. Gasly has to get close enough to where he could overtake down on the coming to the checkers. If he's not close enough, then he's not going to be able to do anything. There, I just don't think he's going to be close enough. Well, season was a struggle, but somehow we pulled through. Carlos Sainz is going to win his second Grand Prix of the year, and as I come across the line, enjoy my celebration as a three-time whoops, sorry about that. I pulled the plug a little too early, but anyway, hope you all enjoy my celebration as the now three-time Formula One World Champion in F1 2020, my team career mode.
Fantastic drive, and it means your driver's world champion. What a result. Enjoy it.
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. We've witnessed some great battles around the historic curves of Interlagos today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to the owner-driver today. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern-day Formula One.
The Constructors' Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment, but regardless, let's look at the standings. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
And that was the Brazilian Grand Prix. Sainz wins the race. It's a Sainz, Gasly, Norris podium, but more importantly, we win the championship. I believe both championships, I believe. Let's check the constructors. Yeah, I think so, because the maximum points that Mercedes can score is definitely not more than 62, so... Yes, the championship in both respects, I believe, is over. And the driver standings, Bottas gained a little bit, but obviously not enough. Second, third, still up for grabs. Well, actually, second, third, and fourth could all change. I think Bottas is more secure in the top three than Albon is. Schumacher could overtake him, I guess. And so can Pierre Gasly, as he's only a few points out of third place. So it should be interesting there. Hamilton jumped Danny Kvyat in the standings. Not much movement elsewhere. Sainz moves up, but you would expect that. He won a race. And there you go. That was the Brazilian Grand Prix.
First of all, congratulations. You must be thrilled. Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today? You've clinched the title. Was this an easy season for you, or has it been a struggle? Do you have any comments about the collision? Appreciate your time.
Well, Sainz gains big in the rivalry, but I don't care about that, really.
We've got a lot of cash sitting around doing nothing. We should start investing that in facility improvements.
Have to renew some sponsorships. Just looking through these for the moment. Alright, we'll advance time. Alright, and that's it for the Brazilian Grand Prix. I'll see you next time for the season finale in Abu Dhabi.